Like, honestly, for me, if you're ordering spaghetti at a fancy restaurant, I feel like you should be like, do you have any crayons? What's up, chicken nuggets, and welcome back to Taste Like Chicken. I am your host and certified picky eater, Joseph Paul, and we are joined once again by my lovely wife. She's addicted to donating blood lately. Alexa. Hi, honey. How's it going?
I'm not addicted to donating blood.
No?
It's just that they pay me for it. I don't need it. So here you go.
No, it is very nice that you do it.
I don't mind it. It's 2 hours. When you donate platelets, it's 2 hours in a chair. I get to watch a movie. They give me a gift card, and I can save up points to get like more gift cards or merch from them. So
I would donate blood. I just have to imagine with how I've eaten all these years that no one wants my blood.
they do test your hemoglobin before you go in to see if you can or not. So they probably would be like, no,
Yeah.
get out.
We'll try it. Who knows? Maybe my blood is fine. I imagine it's not. Now, today is going to be an exciting episode of Taste Like Chicken for you.
Yes.
What are we doing today, honey?
We're doing pasta, baby.
Pasta, yeah. Which pasta specifically?
We're doing penne with Alfredo sauce. We're doing rotini with pesto sauce and spaghetti with meat sauce.
I have to be honest, this one doesn't scare me, but it bores me. This is not one that I think is high on my list, but it's high on everyone else's list. So I'm like, yeah, fine, like, we'll do it, but...
It's a simple and easy thing to make. It's a quick dinner for many people, myself included. There's also a bunch of different ways to make pastas, different shapes of pastas, different sauces you can put on it.
That's the thing that I don't get. So I understand having a different shape just because long noodles are a pain in the ass to eat. So I understand being like, let's make a short version that's really easy to pick up and eat. Why'd you have to make 20 of them? Why do you... Ooh, this one's shaped like a bow tie. Shut up.
Don't knock bow tie. Farfalle is the best. Bow tie pasta is my favorite.
I've heard that's the one that cooks unevenly.
Yeah, in the middle it kind of gets, it takes longer because it's more compact. It's a little, it can be
stupid.
a little tougher.
They should, like, why do we need all these different shapes? Are like...
Because the different shapes hold the different sauces better.
Shall we get started?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it.
We got good old-fashioned spaghetti and meat sauce.
See, this is what I'm talking about. This does not appeal to me in the slightest.
How so?
Spaghetti's always just looked like slop to me. It's noodles that are way too long to be practical. Covered in the sauce. And like why do they always just leave it as just this? They just slap it on top. They don't mix it for you, nothing. They just slap it on top. Like, that just seems annoying. Like, this just seems sloppy. I just don't get... And this is a go-to for people. Like, we've been to restaurants where, like, they're, like, nicer restaurants, and people are ordering this.
Yeah. There's
like, oh, I'm wearing a nice dress shirt. We're out to eat. Let me get this sloppy thing.
There's a restaurant in LA that's called Pasta Sisters, I think, that specifically is pasta related.
Okay, what's the best way to do this?
So you're going to take your fork.
Okay.
Topwise. And just spin it around.
Okay.
And just keep it straight down. You don't pull it out.
Why not?
Well, you do one at the end, but to get enough stuff on it, you spin it around.
But if I don't...
And then kind of pull it up. And I kind of twirl it as I go. As I lift it out of the bowl. I'll keep twirling. There we go. Bring it up to you. You cannot... Please don't eat it like that. Bring the bowl up to you.
Okay.
Yes. Spaghetti and meat sauce. Why? Why that way?
Exactly as I was worried. This, I feel like, has already lost its heat.
Okay.
And that's disappointing. I if a food is going to be heated up, I want it to be hot when I eat it. This feels like it's already losing its heat.
Just not a fan of the style or the presentation.
This format, it just doesn't seem like it's worth the trouble. And again, too, like, I can't make this make sense in my head where you go to a nicer restaurant and you order spaghetti because I can't, like, I'm just picturing someone at a restaurant that's supposed to be nice. They're wearing a nice suit and they're just going with their fucking noodles and they're getting sauce everywhere. And I'm just like, what are you doing?
I don't think you're assuming that the person that's dressed as nice is going to eat sloppily. That's not always the case.
I don't know how you don't eat the sloppily, though.
You take it in very small increments.
I will say the sauce tastes good.
Yeah.
The sauce is really good. I'll give you that.
We are a Prego household. I don't know about if any of you like ragu out there.
Is this a debate that goes on? Ragu versus...
I don't know if it's a debate. I just grew up with Prego. I personally find it superior. It just tastes better to me. Ragu just tastes too watery.
Spaghetti snob.
I'm half Italian. I can be.
I know this isn't the way to do it, but I'm doing this way.
Whatever floats your boat, man. What? Probably should have gotten paper towels while we were here.
Definitely should have.
Why consume it tail end first?
Why consume this at all? Because I consume it tail end first because I don't want to have to slurp that into my mouth.
Okay.
Because I'm just picturing the noodles whacking around as I slurp it up. You know what I mean? Like, I slurp it up, it goes like this.
I mean, you're not wrong,
So
but
just
you
whacking around, getting sauce all over your face. That's disgusting.
do the same thing with ramen, though. You slurp ramen.
Yeah, and I didn't do that. I put it tail first because slurping it, again, I'm just, the noodle's going to slap you all over the face, get sauce everywhere. You're going to look like a fucking idiot. It's a toddler's food. That's all I can think to describe it as. Like, this just seems like it's meant for children. And not in like a sense of like, oh, like it's a kid, like it's a mess. And I don't get why you would pick this format over other formats. Because there's, as good as the sauce is, I could just get a different form of noodle that's less messy and still have the sauce.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I feel like no matter how good you are with it, this is a sloppy food. And fine if you like sloppy food. I can't make that connection of why it's served in fancy Italian places.
Fair
just
enough.
because it's an Italian food, I don't get it. I really just don't get it.
Fair enough.
It confuses me in a way that makes me a little angry.
Clearly.
Yeah.
You're going to hate this one.
Why would you say that?
We got penne with Alfredo sauce.
What is Alfredo sauce?
It's Parmesan cheese.
So it's just cheese.
Yeah, it's a cheese-based sauce. People put chicken Alfredo as a popular way to also have, to also serve this with some greens as well. And by greens, I mean like oregano and stuff.
It smells kind of nice, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't like looking at it, don't get it wrong.
Yeah, it's not the most appetizing to behold. It's not my it's not my go-to when I order it out. It's fine.
But this is you said the sauces that we're putting with these today are the sauces that people typically put with each one.
Yes, penne is recommended for Alfredo sauce or any cream-based sauce because of the thickness.
Does this have a strong flavor to it?
Yes, I would say it does.
It's the last thing I wanted to hear about a cheese.
Bon appetit.
Penne Alfredo. Again, this is losing heat so fast. I'm very disappointed with how quickly pasta loses its heat.
Well, how do you feel about the this kind of noodle? This shape of pasta?
I much prefer this to like spaghetti noodles, I guess.
Yeah,
Just
spaghetti
because I
noodles.
just stab it with a fork, good to go. I think the meat sauce with this might be good if it didn't lose its heat. It's lost its heat like even faster than the spaghetti did, weirdly enough.
Yeah, which is crazy because
This feels cold, and we just put it down.
when I took the saucepan off the oven, I burned my tongue checking to make sure the sauce was ready.
Yeah, this is cold, and we just put it down a minute ago. So, and this taste, I'm not.
Yeah, it's cheese. I didn't think you would be the biggest fan of this one.
It's not an offensive taste. It's just not adding anything for me.
That's good at least. Usually some cheese stuff you're very vehemently against.
Well, I'm against this because the taste, while it's not bad and it's not adding anything, that just means I'm that much more focused on the texture. And this is slimy.
Yes, yeah.
Oddly enough, though, of the cheese products I've had so far, this one is the least offensive to me. It's almost pleasant, but it's just not.
Not your vibe.
Yeah, it's a little too creamy for me.
Oh.
And like I said, this got cold so fast. And there's not enough flavor here to draw away from the texture being slimy. So
Yeah. Yeah, so some people put chicken Alfredo as a popular thing that might help soak up some of the sauciness.
I think what would help with this is if you doused it in like a lot of salt. Like a lot of salt. But at that point, what are we doing? You know? The weird thing about it too, though, is as quickly as every bite I've taken, this has felt cold. Do you agree?
Some of them. I think the ones on the bottom are a little warmer.
I was going to say, because like the bowl still feels warm, but every bite that I'm taking feels cold. So like...
Maybe you try stirring it around just a little bit?
No, because then
the heat.
I have to look at the way this...
Yeah, you can't really do that blindfolded.
You cheese people got close this time, but... We're still feuding. We're still not there.
Almost. This is rigatoni in basil pesto sauce.
I'm not happy right now.
You don't like the look of it?
It looks like boogers.
I mean, that'll be the basil. That'll be the basil portion of the basil pesto sauce.
Right, it's a leaf in the sauce, yeah, but like it just...
With the little green tinge.
Yeah, little green tinge in a mucusy yellow sauce. What'd they think that was going to look like? Come on.
I have a correction. It's rotini.
Rotini? Wait, what are you saying?
I said rigatoni. It's rotini in basil pesto sauce.
Rotini is the pasta.
Yes.
Okay. This is one of your favorites?
The
rotini. Corkscrews.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about the sauce?
It's not my go-to. I like it fine. There's a sharpness to it that I'm not a fan of.
What do you mean by sharpness? Like it's got like a strong flavor? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Strong flavors are usually better for me because it distracts from texture. So
yes, yeah. So I'm curious to see how you'll do with this one because it's also a little cheese based. It's it's a creamy base with like that's made with eggs and some kind of cheese and pesto.
So it's like a mayonnaise.
No, it's not mayonnaise. It's,
mayonnaise is eggs though, right?
Yes, but this is other things. Mayo is just eggs and other things. But I'm curious to see how you'll what you'll think of this one. Because the basil is a strong scent. It's pungent.
Doesn't seem strong.
Yeah.
This looks like, you know, when you take a piece of tissue and you like twist it in your nose to clear out stuff.
Oh.
That's what this looks like. It looks like I got that paper towel.
Right as we're about to put it in our mouth.
Basil pesto rotini.
Yep.
You're a wizard, Harry. I don't know how to feel about that one.
Yeah. Too many kinds of flavors at once.
The flavor's fine. I don't know if I like the flavor, but it's fine. I don't think I like this corkscrew thing though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I fuck with this.
How come? I find it's much easier to grab than penne.
No, I thought the penne was much easier to grab. This one's a little too springy. Additionally, too, like I thought this texture would be a lot more pleasant. But if anything, I feel like because it's like these springy shapes, I feel like it's highlighting for me how mushy it is. I don't know
Okay.
how else to explain that.
All right.
The taste of this is strange, but I think I like it.
You think you like the basil pesto?
Yeah, I don't love it, but I like the more I sit with it, the more I'm like, you know what? I appreciate this for what it is. There's something about the basil. I don't know if I'm saying this right.
Okay.
But it's got like an herbal feel to it that I enjoy.
That would be the basil.
Yeah, but like that's what I'm trying to say. Like there's, I just don't know how to put it. Just the taste of this. There's an aroma to it.
Yes.
That I find quite pleasant. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Basil does.
That's what is the draw here for me.
Basil does have a very strong scent.
Yeah, this is one I would try with the penne if you could get it hot enough.
Pasta overall, how did you feel?
I'm really frustrated this time around just because like This one felt pointless to me.
Pasta's pointless?
Yeah, just so... What was the Chinese dish we had that had noodles in it?
The ramen?
No. There was a Chinese dish.
Oh, you guys had like one of the mains, lo mein, chow mein?
Yes, we had lo mein.
One of those?
Yeah. Whenever we had that and then like the ramen noodle packets, I think the other one, the noodle is prepared in such a way that the noodle is what's delicious. This one, yes, you're putting sauce in it, but like it's still, there's a separation to some degree.
Okay.
And I
think we can both agree on that there's
got to be some better way to enjoy these sauces. Like the noodles, they're just there. Like at what point do you go, wow, we put so much effort into making this pasta taste good when we could have just done chicken with all these things and had just as much fun?
I think that's what cooking is. You take a thing, you try to make the thing good. If it doesn't work, you do something else.
I don't get it. I don't get Italian pasta. I just feel like the sauce is the appeal, and the pasta isn't adding enough for me to go, oh yeah, this together. No, like the pasta is just the filler so that you're not just scarfing down on sauce like a freak. Pasta is for people who want to play with their food. Mm-hmm. That's what it is to me. It really is, like, because all these shapes are meaningless to me. Mm-hmm. There's no way, oh, it holds the sauce better. There's no way it's holding the sauce to such an extreme difference that you need 20 different shapes. And then you got to twirl them around your fork. And like some of them are springy and other ones you got to cook more because they don't cook even. Pasta is for people who want to play with their food. That's all it is. Like, just admit it. Like, it's fine. Like, do your thing. But that's what pasta is for people who want to play with their food.
Fascinating.
I'm convinced.
So getting into the ratings, we started off with good old-fashioned spaghetti and meat sauce. How'd you feel?
That was the one today that I was really hoping would be the winner because people love spaghetti.
It's classic.
People love spaghetti. I don't get it. I really don't.
Yeah.
It's a pain in the ass to pick up with the fork. Mm-hmm. It's messy. I feel like I need to rate the sauce separate from the pasta today.
Okay.
So I'm going to say meat sauce, easy 10-piece chicken nuggets.
Huzzah.
It's delicious. That was really good.
Right?
Not in that format, though. Spaghetti's a pain. I just don't get it.
The noodle itself of a spaghetti.
Yeah, it's too long, and it like that'd be fine, but it loses its heat so fast. Mm-hmm. And then, that sauce is really good, but the sauce combined with that pasta just creates a mess and just, it's not for me. I would give the sauce 10-piece chicken nugget, easy. Spaghetti itself is going to be a 4-piece chicken nugget.
Mid.
I don't see enjoying that with any sort of sauce.
That tracks, yeah. Spaghetti itself is a very long noodle. Next, we did penne with Alfredo sauce.
Penne with Alfredo sauce. The Alfredo sauce, 4-piece chicken nugget.
Okay.
It wasn't bad. Mm-hmm. There's just nothing there to bring me back.
Yeah, it's a cheese base, so I knew you wouldn't care for that.
I will say, of all the cheese things that I've had so far, it's up there. It's good for a cheese thing.
Alfredo sauce.
But there's
good
just
for a cheese.
Yeah, there's just nothing that makes me go, let's give this a chance. Like,
yeah, it is true.
It's there.
It's a thicker sauce than others.
Penne as a noodle is an 8-piece chicken nugget. You could stab it easy. It was easy to chew. It's a little too chewy. But I know that, like, sometimes that comes down to you say, like, how you prepare the pasta. Yeah, yes. Sure. So, like, we'll give that another try. Honestly, I think penne and meat sauce might be the way to go next time.
I think so, too.
But today, I just wasn't in the headspace to revisit that. So.
And then we ended with rotini and basil pesto sauce.
Rotini is silly.
It's silly.
It's this springy... I restate it. Pasta is for people who want to play with their food. And rotini is the perfect example of that. Oh, it's corkscrewed to hold the sauce on better. No.
To be fair, you're not wrong about the playing with your food bit, because with penne you can snake the tines through the tubes.
See, this is what I mean.
Kind of like putting bugles on your fingers, and then with the rotini, if you stab it, it can be kind of like jiggly and stuff.
You're reinforcing everything I'm saying here. I am convinced now that this is what this has all been about. All this hype about pasta, this is what it's all been about. Your children. And don't run. No judgments. I'm a child. I eat like a toddler. No judgments. Safe space. Do your thing. But let's acknowledge it for what it is. Yeah. Rotini, I'm going to give a 6-piece chicken nugget. Mm-hmm. I didn't love it, but it was manageable.
Yeah.
You know, whereas that basil sauce, I'm going to give that a 7-piece chicken nugget.
Fascinating.
I liked that one. That one, like I said, there was an aroma to it. And I'm probably talking out my ass when I say that, but like it just, that was pleasant. And at first I thought I was going to hate it. I was like, this is too weird, but it was new for me is what it was.
Exactly,
It was something I was unfamiliar with, but as I ate it more, I was like, no, this is good. That is going to be our show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us as we tried pastas for the very first time. If you would like to continue with us on this journey, be sure to like and subscribe.
If you have any ideas for foods we should try or punishments to inflict, please leave a comment down below. And don't forget to hit that bell to be notified when we post.
And as always, you stay crispy chicken nuggets. Make sure you try something new this week. Have a great day.
Ciao.
Basil pesto rotini. What, I just cast a fucking spell? Basil pesto rotini. Now you're part platypus. Like what? Like
good one.
basil pesto rotini.